Hi guys, so we'll be doing lesson 19, the preparation and approval of a resolution plan. So let's see, basically whenever there is an insolvency, it's all about losses, it's all about bad times, okay? Now when a company goes into insolvency, they look for methods to revive itself. The creditors get you know really upset. The creditors are at losses, so they want that the company could either be revived, the debtors they can get as much value as possible. So whenever there is an insolvency, generally companies they have a lot of debt and they cannot repay the debt, so the creditors want to enforce their claims. अगर तुम देखोगे यहाँ पे we are talking of Air India. Now एयर इंडिया अपना बैलेंस शीट जब लोगों को बांटता है, या कोई भी तुम्हारा एयरलाइन कंपनी देख लो, दे आर प्रॉफिट्स डायरेक्टली द ग्राफ दैट दे सेंड ऑफ देयर प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ग्राफ इज समथिंग लाइक दैट. लोगों को लगता होगा कि ये ग्राफ उल्टा है. एक्चुअली उल्टा नहीं है, दिस इज द करेक्ट ग्राफ. सो इन दिस थिंग, this is the losses have increased over a period of time. This is the losses have continuously increased. So the company then faces a lot of issues. They go into debt, they cannot pay. So the creditors in NCLT state, in the insolvency bankruptcy code state that they have to resort to NCLT. So they will go before the NCLT and they will look for various resolution plans. They will start looking how do you revive this company, how do they have a turnaround strategies. Now what do you think can possibly done to revive companies? They do M&As, they try to sell off the assets, they try to change the board, they try to do layoffs, remove and various plans. Now जब इसको revive करना है, first objective is to stop the losses. The first objective is to stop the losses. They need to get in people who will try to resolve the company. So let's see. जब भी ऐसा कुछ होता है, the matters they try to engage a insolvency professional. This chapter is about making a plan to revive, a plan to stop the losses. Now what did he do? First, it goes, they appoint a resolution professional, a resolution professional is appointed. Okay, this resolution professional is appointed by National Company Law Tribunal to look into areas on how they can revive the company. So this resolution professional will invite various resolution applicants. Now what are resolution applicants? They are people who will try to revive the company. Resolution applicants. These resolution professionals, when appointed, their objective is to revive the company. The entire objective is to revive companies. Now they will invite various resolution applicants. These resolution applicants will give their resolution plan. Now this resolution plan is how they plan to revive the company. What are their techniques that they are suggesting that can be revived? Either they are suggesting to sell off the assets or something. So this resolution plan will be given in. Now ये जो resolution plan दिया है, it will be given to, first it has to be approved by the committee of creditors. This committee of creditors अगर खुश हो गए, then it will be given to the NCLT, and if NCLT is happy, then they will sanction the plan and the company will be revived accordingly, right? The entire objective here is to revive company, right? So इसका losses कैसे रोका जाए? Okay, how do they bring it back into profitability is the entire topic. Now इसमें से when we see, so these are your regulations that are important in this chapter. So there is section 5 subsection 25. Now these regulations are divided in two parts. One is the insolvency bankruptcy code जिसमें बहुत सारे sections दिए हुए हैं, and second is about the insolvency resolution process for corporate persons regulations 2016. So in IBC code 2016 they have given you various sections, and in the regulation, that is IBBI insolvency resolution of persons for corporate persons regulation 2016, they have given you regulation numbers. So here we will try to know section regulation 37 and 38. ठीक है, तो first we've understood who are resolution applicants. Resolution applicants are persons, investors, any kind of opportunist, any other company who are giving a plan on how to revive the company. So Jet Airways is there. So Jet Airways is running into losses. There could be a applicant who would say that, see, I am suggesting a plan, let's do this. I'm going to fund in so much, I'm going to pump in so much money. Give me so much stake. मुझे इतना कंपनी में स्टेक चाहिए, मैं कंपनी को बचाऊंगा. Applicant will suggest his own plans. These plans will be seen whether it is according and the committee of creditors are approving it or no. Now you tell me one thing, can a person who is convicted under court should be allowed to be a resolution applicant? A person who is insolvent, a person who is convicted, a person who is adjudicated as a moral turpitude or under any offense, you think he should be allowed to give a plan for revival? Yes. So they have given you a criteria that certain people cannot become resolution applicants. So we will have to see that criteria. That criteria is given under regulation 29. Regulation 30 talks about their plan. They will give their plan. This plan has to be approved by first the committee of creditors and then the NCLT. If anyone is unhappy, they can go and appeal. Right? Now when I see the regulations, CIRP regulations 2016, in that they have given you further what is a resolution plan and what are the contents of the resolution plan. Speaking more that what should the revival plan talk about. They will talk about how do they plan to make the payments, how do they plan to ensure that the company survives, how do they plan to carry forward the company in future. So let's see, let's do it from the module directly. So this you can take a screenshot. These are the sections and the regulations that you need to know in this chapter. Now we are starting with the lesson 20, the approval of the resolution plan. First, we are seeing what is the meaning of resolution plan and what do you mean by resolution applicant. Who can give the resolution plan? The person who gives the resolution plan is called as a resolution applicant. ये applicant करता क्या है? He gives methods for reviving company. He gives the methods for reviving company. What is his action plan to make the company back into profitability? So the plan contains various methods of restructuring, various methods of reviving the company. So I told you in Harvard there are MBAs that ऐसे loss making companies में वो लोग आते हैं और company को back to profitability लाने की कोशिश करते हैं. There are many books also called as turnaround strategies for companies. So they could suggest mergers, amalgamation, demergers. Who is a resolution applicant? A resolution applicant is a person who submits a resolution plan. Now, not everyone can become a resolution applicant. They have given persons who are ineligible to be resolution applicants, so they cannot become. क्यों? क्योंकि सबसे पहले वो खुद ही डूबे हुए हैं, खुद ही वो लोग वायलेट करें तो वो लोग नहीं आ सकते. लेट्स सी. And this is a new provision that they added in the regulation 28. What happens is, जो भी applicant है उसको एक affidavit पे देना पड़ेगा. In writing they have to give that they are not disqualified under regulation 29A of IBC. This is the first one that we are doing. Regulation 29A of IBC. तो IBC में सारे sections दिए और रेगुलेशंस IBBI CIRP में दिए हुए हैं. लेट्स सी. सो ही शुड नॉट बी एन इंसॉल्वेंट, ही शुड नॉट बी अ डिफॉल्टर, ही शुड नॉट बी कनेक्टेड और बी अ रिलेटेड पार्टी. एट द टाइम एन अकाउंट ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेट डेटर he should not be convicted of an offense for 2 years, for 7 years. Then he should not be disqualified director of the company under Companies Act. Then they are talking about he should not be prohibited by SEBI, and they give you a list of disqualifications. So you can read that. The next is, जब एक रेजोल्यूशन, जो मैंने एक एफिडेविट दे दिया और एफिडेविट में बोला कि मैं रेगुलेशन 29A के अंदर डिस्क्वालिफाइड नहीं हूं, तो मैं मतलब रेजोल्यूशन एप्लीकेंट बन सकता हूं. एक बार बन गया रेजोल्यूशन एप्लीकेंट, सो वी सॉ व्हाट इज हिज वर्क. ही विल इनवाइट वेरियस पीपल, ही विल इनवाइट. So the resolution professional will invite, who will he invite? Resolution applicants, कि आप लोग आओ और मुझे various plans दो for revival. So he will invite, this will be a public advertisement that he will make, applicant to submit various resolution plan. The resolution professional, उसका काम क्या है? He will prepare a information memorandum. इंफॉर्मेशन मेमोरेंडम में कंटेंट्स क्या होते हैं इंफॉर्मेशन मेमोरेंडम के? दैट दे विल एसेट्स, लायबिलिटीज, कितना डेट, एक पूरा कंपनी का करंट स्टेटस क्या है वो इंफॉर्मेशन मेमोरेंडम में रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल विल कम. नाउ दिस रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल विल गिव अ इंफॉर्मेशन मेमोरेंडम टू द रेजोल्यूशन एप्लीकेंट, and this will contain the status of the company, the details, financial details of company. Now tell me one thing, don't you think it could be risky when you're sharing vital details of the company to a third person, investor को? Right or wrong? एक थर्ड पर्सन, कोई बाहर का इन्वेस्टर है, उसको हम लोग इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे कंपनी का क्या स्टेटस है, आईपीआर क्या है, क्योंकि हो सकता है प्रोस्पेक्टिव बायर होगा, टेक ओवर होने वाली है कंपनी. इट इज पॉसिबल. सो दे वुड वांट, जब भी M&A होता है, दे वुड वांट फुल डिटेल. सो एज यू गो टू बाय समथिंग, यू वांट कंप्लीट डिटेल्स ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. सेम वे व्हेन देयर इज bad times, certain cash rich companies get out for shopping, like you have Reliance Industries, they've come out for shopping, and all the devalued companies they can buy out because they'll get at a good price. तो जब ये लोग बाय कर रहे, हो सके डील ना भी हो, so they will have a agreement, a confidentiality agreement, that we will not divulge the vital details of the company. So the resolution professional shall provide to the resolution applicant access to all the information, provided the applicant undertakes, he gives an assurance that he will comply with the laws, he will protect the IPR of the company, and he will not share his information with the third parties. So this is like a confidential, and they can have a non-disclosure agreement. Now हम लोग ने तो इनवाइट कर दिया, रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल ने इनवाइट कर दिया, जो इंटरेस्टेड है, हम लोग एक रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल एक पब्लिक एडवर्टीजमेंट करेगा कॉल्ड एज अ एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. इफ यू ऑल आर इंटरेस्टेड कम फॉरवर्ड एंड टेल अस. सो एक पब्लिक एडवर्टीजमेंट किया जाएगा. इन दैट पब्लिक एडवर्टीजमेंट दे विल आस्क who is interested to buy the company, or who is interested to give us suggestions for revival, or who is ready to invest into this company. So a public advertisement will be made. That's how people will come to know and then give their plans. So the EOI, that is the expression of interest, is issued by the resolution professional in the form of a public advertisement. It will seek or ask for potential investors and bidders to come in and submit their resolution plans. This EOI is issued by the resolution professional on behalf of the creditors. जिसने लोन दिया है वो ढूंढ रहा है कि कंपनी को बाय आउट कैसे करना है. The next, coming to regulation 38. So we did till now, what have we done? We've done who are not eligible. Now we are seeing regulation 38 दे रहे वो लोग. Now जो भी प्लान देगा वो प्लान के अंदर क्या बोलेगा. प्लान के अंदर he will say that how does he plan to pay off the various operational creditors, how does he plan to pay off the financial creditors, how does he protect the interest of stakeholders. It shall give details if the resolution applicant or any of his party has failed to implement the resolution plan, shall provide the terms of the plan, how the control of the business will be maintained, how will they plan to implement the plan. It shall demonstrate, तो वो खुद बताएगा applicant कि रीजंस क्या था डिफॉल्ट का, उसको रिवाइव कैसे कर सकते हैं, व्हाट इज द मेथड ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड द टाइमलाइंस, कितने टाइम में वो रिवाइव करना चाहता है. तो दिस शोज लाइक अ कॉन्क्रीट वेरी क्लियर कट प्लान ऑफ द इन्वेस्टर. नाउ कमिंग टू रेगुलेशन, दिस इज योर सेक्शन 30 ऑफ IBC. नाउ सेक्शन 30 क्या बोल रहा है? वीव सीन. Now we are doing this part. Section 30, submission of resolution plan. जैसे हम लोग ने देखा, कौन सबमिट करेगा रेजोल्यूशन प्लान? रेजोल्यूशन एप्लीकेंट. अब ये जो रेजोल्यूशन प्लान विल बी सबमिटेड बाय अ रेजोल्यूशन एप्लीकेंट. द रेजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल इज रिक्वायर्ड टू सबमिट ईच प्लान टू द कमिटी ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स. तो जो भी प्लान बनेगा वो किसको सबमिट किया जाएगा? कमिटी ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स. एंड इफ कमिटी ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स अप्रूव इट बाय एटलीस्ट 66% वोट्स, then it will be given further to NCLT for further approval. Then it can be sanctioned. So it will be approved by 66% and then it will be given to the adjudicating authority, that is NCLT for approval. So एक नया पार्ट लिखा था वो लोग ने, that the resolution applicant may submit a resolution plan provided they give a affidavit that they are not eligible under section 29A. अब examination of the resolution professional, he shall examine each plan, he will check each plan, the resolution professional will check each plan. उसके अंदर वो देखेगा कि पेमेंट कैसे होगा, how do you provide for the cost, how do you provide for payment of the operational creditors, how do you plan to manage the affairs, how do you plan to implement the affairs. So every plan submitted will be scrutinized, will be examined by the resolution professional. It shall be submitted to the committee of creditors and it shall be waited for their approval, and if it is approved then it will be given to the NCLT for approval, that is the adjudicating authority. Now ye changes was brought in by 2018, changes brought in by the 2018 provision. It says that the resolution applicant, that is an investor who is interested to buy out this sick company, has to first give a affidavit under section 29A that he is not disqualified under section 29A. Next, a explanation has been added under section 30 to provide that एक बार plan approve हो गया and then they can execute it, and wherever in the act it is said that you require approval of shareholders and all that, it is deemed that the approvals have been given. So if NCLT has approved any plan, then further do you require approval of shareholders? No, because it is deemed to be given. That is what they have given. See, if any approval of shareholders is required, such approval shall be deemed to be given and shall not be contained as a contravention of law. Right? Now coming to approval of the resolution plan. किसका approval चाहिए? सबसे पहले you require approval of the committee of creditors. They will approve the plan, and if it is there, then further by NCLT. So NCLT is called as the adjudicating authority. That is the adjudicating authority. If the adjudicating authority is satisfied that the plan has been approved by the committee of creditors, it shall by order approve such a plan, such a revival plan will be approved. Before passing an order, NCLT will look whether the plan can be effectively implemented. So NCLT itself will try to check whether the company can be revived or no. Reject कर दिया तो then the company will go into liquidation. What is the effects of a order of approval? सोचो अगर हम लोग बोल दिए कि ये कंपनी को रिवाइव कर देंगे हम लोग, so what will happen? The moratorium period will come to an end. Moratorium period is a stay order. Stay order खत्म हो जाएगा and the company can be formed again. The professional shall forward all the records to the relating to the conduct to the IBBI to be recorded. All the approvals, once the plan has been approved, all the further approvals that is needed should be complied within a period of 1 year. So section 31 subsection 4 provides that the resolution applicant, okay, that is the investor who is coming into the company to buy out this company, shall obtain all the necessary approvals as may be required under any law within a period of 1 year from the time when they have approved the plan. तो 1 साल के अंदर जो भी approvals लेना है ले लो. So this was, we have done section 31. So approvals भी हो गए, approvals for resolution plan. Now once these approvals are given, then coming to measures to be taken for implementation of the resolution plan. This we are doing section 37. So we did 38, now we are doing section regulation 37 of CIRP, IBBI CIRP regulations 2016. अब इसमें क्या दिया है? Provides that a resolution plan shall provide for the measures for resolution, insolvency resolution of the debtor. So plan will talk about resolution methods. उसके अंदर क्या दिया होगा कि ट्रांसफर कैसे होगा, एसेट सेल कब होगा, रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग के लिए क्या दिया हुआ है, सब्सटैंशियल कंट्रोल. सो a resolution plan shall provide for measures for resolution, insolvency resolution of the corporate debtor, including but not limited to any of the following ways. तो क्या क्या बोल सकता है एक अगर कोई इन्वेस्टर आया है एक डूबती कंपनी के अंदर तो क्या क्या बोलेगा? ही विल टॉक अबाउट मैं कंपनी का सेल ऑफ कर दूंगा थोड़े एसेट्स, तो कंपनी के पास में फंडिंग आके इट कैन गो अगेन, it can restart. Some of the assets are loss making, so there that kind of companies can be demerged. Sale of any of the assets, restructure the plans, they can cancel any, delist the company, satisfy any loans, so remove the breach conditions, reduce the amount payable to the creditors. Okay, at least the creditors know that they will get at least some amount, because in a company like Kingfisher Airlines, they might just not get anything for a huge number of years. They can extend, modify the maturity dates, change in portfolio, change the technology. If these are all, what all things are there for? Revival techniques. Even in the previous chapter, we have seen what all revival techniques can be suggested. Mergers, amalgamation, change in technology, change in management, etc. Then we are seeing your section 32. Section 32 says that if you are unhappy with anything, then you can go in appeal to NCLAT. And if you are unhappy with NCLAT, you can go to Supreme Court. Right? So, deals with appeals, laying down any of the appeals from an order approving the resolution plan. If suppose the resolution plan has been approved but some of the creditors are unhappy because 66% have approved, but there can be dissenting shareholders or dissenting creditors also, so they can go in appeal against the plan. Okay, and any section 32A says that जो भी पहले केसेस हुए थे क्रेडिटर्स के ऊपर, एक बार प्लान बन गया तो वो सब एंड हो जाएंगे. सो व्हेन मैटर हैज गॉन टू कोर्ट and the court has made a revival plan, so all the previous suits with respect to insolvency and with respect to all of that will be abated, will be suspended and will end, because the new plan would be implemented and no past thing can go on except with the consent of the shareholders. So this is it with the chapter. What is a resolution plan? A resolution plan is a revival plan. It could suggest various methods for revival. Mention the aspects to be examined by the resolution professional. So what all things he will aspects the resolution professional will check? So these are the aspects that the resolution professional needs to check. These are the aspects. Examination by the, that whether the cost can be paid, whether the payments to the operational creditors, management of the affairs, everything, whether the plan is a concrete plan. Then section 29A has been added. So section 29A talks about giving an affidavit that who cannot become resolution applicants. Mention the provisions with respect to approval of resolution plan under section 31. So approval में पहले committee of creditors and then NCLT. State the changes brought about in section 30 and what are the grounds on which appeal can be made against an order. Grounds for appeal, that it is the grounds on which you can make an appeal is that the approved plan is in contravention of the laws, there is material irregularity, the debts owed are not provided to the operational creditor, have not been provided for, the cost have not been made, and the resolution plan does not comply with the criteria laid down by the board. So this is the grounds on which you can go and appeal. So that is it. We are done with the chapter.